when we're in our addiction and our disease, and I wasn't a drug addict, but I am an alcoholic, but in recovery. But when I was in my disease, using and drinking, the disease controls the mind. It's a disease. And what happens is you wonder why smart people can't stop drinking, because the disease hijacks and takes everything hostage, including the mind. So the mind is working for the disease. It's thinking, how can I drink again? How much can I have? How much have people seen me drink? When can I drink again? The mind is working on behalf of the alcohol, not on behalf of you. So that's why some of the most clever and devious addicts and alcoholics are very smart people. In fact, generally, addicts and alcoholics are above average intelligence. When they get sober, you see them do incredibly creative things. I was saying that I really didn't care about anything till I got sober. I was a typical superficial person who just wanted to make more money and, have a bigger profile and have a nicer house and a nicer car. And then I hit bottom on my drinking, and I woke up and I had a spiritual experience, a psychic shift, and I realized that I didn't have to drink. I used to tell myself every day, I won't drink. I won't. And I tried to white-knuckle it and use my willpower. But willpower is useless against a disease. What you need to do is surrender to being powerless, and then you realize that in surrendering to the fact that you're completely powerless over this substance, instead of having a negotiation every day where you always lose, you stay away from the substance. That's the difference.
So you have to admit that you're powerless over this disease, right?
That's the first step. Until you, as long as you're, you know what I say, it doesn't matter whether it's alcohol, drugs, food, which, a huge percentage of Americans have food addiction, which nobody talks about.
Yes.
Because it's politically incorrect. But 2/3 of Americans are overweight or obese.
Right on
That's food addiction. It's food addiction.
Yes.
Plain and simple. And
I hear actually from people that could be worse, or not worse, but just as bad in terms of how tough it is.
Right, you're not going to drive down the freeway the wrong way and kill 5 people because you've eaten a double cheeseburger and a shake, but you are going to get probably become obese, and then you're going to need a stent operation, and that's going to cost taxpayers a lot of money. Gets back down to what I said at the start of the show, is that a lot of our nation's problems boil down to eating animals. If we didn't eat animals, we wouldn't have the obesity crisis. You don't see a lot of obese vegans running around because the most fast food, which 1 out of every 4 Americans eats fast food every day, is packed with sugar, salt, and fat, primarily animal fat and dairy. And that's what's making us obese.